Hello there guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my player ratings from our 3-2 win against Sheffield United yesterday night. So Dean Henderson, he's going to get a 5 out of 10. Dean Henderson obviously made a mistake for Sheffield United's first goal. Dean Henderson's clearance was obviously blocked by Burke. And obviously he played McGoldrick in, and McGoldrick had scored the goal. But to Dean Henderson's credit, he made a fantastic save to deny Musset towards the end of the game. It was Dean Henderson's second start in the Premier League for Manchester United. He was obviously reuniting with Sheffield United because he did endure 2 successful loans with Sheffield United, and that's what obviously got him the experience. And there has been a lot of Manchester United fans saying Dean Henderson should now be our number 1. But yeah, he's going to get a 5 out of 10. And Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he prevented a lot of attacks down that right hand side. Made some key tackles in the game. And Wan-Bissaka just needs to get forward more, doesn't he? And I think he's done well in a lot of games this season for Man United. He has, in the games he has played well, and he's showed some good attacking intent. He's got in decent positions. He's put good crosses into the box. And Wan-Bissaka's only scored 1 goal for the football club, and that was in the 4-1 win against Newcastle earlier on in the season. This is Wan-Bissaka's second season at the football club, and he's still got a lot of development in him. We got him in a deal worth £50 million from Crystal Palace in the summer of 2019. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for him. Victor Lindelof, now I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He weren't great, but he also weren't that bad. I think Victor Lindelof was a bit unlucky for Sheffield United's second goal. Obviously, it came off his head and then obviously it fell to McGoldrick. Lindelof got an assist in the game, didn't he? Lovely through ball for him to find Marcus Rashford. I think Lindelof has enjoyed good games this season for Man United, but he's also enjoyed a lot of bad games as well since he come to Man United. He is a static centre-half though. Lindelof's enjoyed a good 3 years or so at the football club. Harry Maguire. Now, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought Harry Maguire did well. He was partly to blame for Sheffield United's first goal because obviously he was the one that passed it back to Dean Henderson. But I thought as the game went on, he grew into the game. I thought won some very, very good headers and showed that ability to play out from the back. My reservation about Harry Maguire is that he's static and he certainly wasn't worth the £80 million that we paid for him. He was reuniting with his former club because Harry Maguire was at Sheffield United when he was younger. And he is our current captain. Alex Telles, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he enjoyed a pretty good game. Telles put some good crosses into the box. I just love the way he crosses the ball, Alex Telles. Defensively did quite well. He did okay going forward, but I think he needs to go forward a bit more. That's his downfall at the moment, but I think he has enjoyed a fantastic start to his Man United career. He's only had 1 bad game, and that was the 3-2 loss against RB Leipzig. We got Telles in a deal worth 15.4 million, and I did say, he's going to be a good signing for Man United. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Alex Telles. Paul Pogba, he's going to get a 8 out of 10. I thought Paul Pogba was absolutely exceptional for us. Obviously played a part in Anthony Martial's second goal. Showed his skill at times, had some good touches in the game, and he was making things happen, was Paul Pogba. And to Paul Pogba's credit, since he has come back from that ankle injury, he has done very, very well. You know, he didn't only do well yesterday night. I also thought he did well against City. He made an impact against RB Leipzig. He did well against West Ham the other week. That game against West Ham was his first start in the Premier League for over a month. Analysing the vast majority of Pogba's career, he has been very inconsistent for Man United. Like I said, he has done well recently and he's had a good couple of other periods as well. He did well towards the end of last season and he did well in that 3-month period when Solskjaer was the interim manager. Paul Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga, hasn't he? And there has been a lot of rumours saying that it's likely he's going to leave next year. Solskjaer, don't forget, has recently been furious with Paul Pogba's agent, Mino Raiola, for announcing that Pogba could leave in January. Because Mino Raiola told 2 Sport the other week that Paul Pogba's career is over at Man United, and he said he's unhappy and he has to leave and he's got no intentions of signing a new contract. But Mino Raiola made a fresh statement, didn't he, recently? And he said that it's unlikely Paul Pogba will leave in January. And he said he can leave next summer. But Paul Pogba, don't forget, spoke about his future for the first time since his agent's comments. And he said that he's always fought. He's always fought, yeah, and he will always fight for Manchester United, for my teammates and the fans. And Pogba did say that he's 1000% involved in Man United's project. Now, he has been heavily linked with a return to Juventus. You know, Pogba did endure 4 good years with Juventus. Swap deals have been on the agenda as well. You know, there has been rumours of Paulo Dybala coming in. There's been rumours of Ronaldo coming in as part of a deal of Pogba going back to Juventus. You know what I mean? Real Madrid have also been in for Pogba. PSG, Barcelona and Inter Milan have been in for him before. He is our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him. Earlier on in the season, we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract. So he's under contract with Man United until June 2022. You know, maybe there is still a possibility chance that we could get him a new long-term contract at the football club. So there. So yeah, Paul Pogba, 8 out of 10. And Nemanja Matic, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I thought Matic enjoyed a poor game, to be honest with you. Careless in possession. He's too slow, is Nemanja Matic. And he has been playing a lot recently, hasn't he? To Matic's credit, though, he did have quite a few good games towards the end of last season. Matic has enjoyed a good 3 years or so at Man United. Got him in a deal worth £40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. But I think there's a good chance we'll sell him next year. I think Man United should sell him next year. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Certainly worked his best game as a Manchester United player. I think he created some chances in the game. I'm actually surprised that I didn't get his name on the score sheet, Bruno Fernandes. I actually thought Bruno Fernandes might have been rested for this one because, you know, Solskjaer's actually overplayed him. I think he started every game for Man United apart from one. But Fernandes has been at Manchester United now almost a year, or is it a year? He won Player of the Month in November. He's won that quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. He has created more chances than any other player in the Premier League this season. So that just indicates how good he is. We paid £47 million for him from Sporting Lisbon back in January. I think it said, was it just after the 3-1 win against West Ham, that we was preparing to offer him a new contract worth 200 grand a week. You know, doubling his current wages, Bruno Fernandes is. But he's the best player we've got, and he's certainly the best signing we've made since Ferguson left. Marcus Rashford, he's going to get a 9 out of 10. Very, very good game. Marcus Rashford got 2 goals in the game. You know, his first goal was absolutely exceptional. His third goal, Aaron Ramsdale could have actually done better with it. Rashford should have actually had an hat-trick because I think he had another chance in the game, but it was offside. I just think we need to keep Marcus Rashford out wide because that's where he's more effective. Sometimes we do play him centrally though, and at times when he's playing centrally he can put a good performance out, but in general Rashford's improved under the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era. Rashford has been part of the club for several years. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he's been in our senior squad since 2016. So he's been in our senior squad now for a good 4 years or so. I just like the way Rashford gets runs in behind, and now obviously he has got that end product. Mason Greenwood, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I thought he had an okay game, weren't brilliant. You know, his movement in the game at times were good. But Mason Greenwood has done well recently. Obviously, a lot of this season he's had personal issues. Obviously, he's had injuries, and at one point he was out with illness, was Mason Greenwood. But Ollie has been defending him a lot this season. This is his second season in our senior squad. But yeah, he's going to get a 6 out of 10, Mason Greenwood. And Anthony Martial, he's going to get a 8 out of 10. Anthony Martial enjoyed a good game. Got his name on the score sheet. Also got an assist in the game. And I thought Martial's link-up at times in the game, link-up play at times in the game was very, very good. That's probably Martial's first good game in the Premier League this season. Good to see him end his goal drought because he didn't score in a while, you know, did he? But he has been out of form this season, you know, Anthony Martial obviously hasn't been clinical enough. Obviously, don't forget he had a 3-match suspension in the Premier League earlier on in the season because he got sent off in our 6-1 defeat to Tottenham. But hopefully now Martial can build on this and he can start putting more good performances out. Last season he was very, very good. He scored 23 goals in 48 games. He was also very good in his debut season under Louis van Gaal. Martial's enjoyed a good 5 years or so now at the football club. We played him centrally. Sometimes, you know, we do put him out wide. We brought substitutions on in the game. Obviously, we saw Donny van der Beek come on. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Weren't bad, but weren't brilliant. I'm surprised Donny van der Beek didn't actually start. Donny van der Beek so far has made 2 starts in the Premier League for Man United. You know, we got him in a deal worth £40 million from Ajax during the summer. Juan Mata, I'm going to give him probably a 6, something like that. I think he actually had a chance when he came on, Juan Mata. And we saw Scott McTominay come on. Can't really give him a rating. So that is your player ratings from our 3-2 win against Sheffield United. We have now won our last 10 away games in a row in the Premier League. And we have become the first side to win 6 successive away games after conceding first in a single Premier League season. So we are doing very, very well away from home. We've just got to replicate that at home, what we're doing away. Because at home, we've been very, very poor. We've only won 1 game at Old Trafford in the Premier League this season, and that was the 1-0 win against West Brom, and we was very fortunate to win that. And we have been enjoying our worst start at Old Trafford for around 50 years. And These slow starts have also got to stop as well, because in the game yesterday night, it was a slow start for Man United. You know, Sheffield United started the game well, they kept the ball well, they pressed well. Like I said, there was 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes of the game. Then they had a good chance from John Fleck to make it 2-0, but just went wide. That was a blow for Sheffield United. Berg went off injured in the game. They've already got some injuries at the moment. They've obviously got Jack O'Connell out for the season. Have they got Oliver McBurney out as well? He's one of their key players, and Keane Bryan's also out. But yeah, so we've got to be on the front foot right from the start. But as soon as we equalised, I think, we took charge of the game then. We was expected to beat Sheffield United, like I've just recently said on my match reaction, because Sheffield United are a very, very poor team. They're going to get relegated this season. The bottom of the league. They've only registered 1 point so far this season. They haven't even won a game yet in the Premier League this season. And that's very, very bad to their standards. I'm surprised at Sheffield United, because last season they did very, very well. Didn't they finish, was it 9th last season, or was it 8th, Sheffield United? But Chris Wilder is going to get sacked. The game at Bramall Lane last season between us and Sheffield United was 3-3, and we obviously had to overcome a 2-goal deficit. We beat them at Old Trafford last season by 3-0. Anthony Martial had scored a hat-trick. But Sheffield United's best player yesterday was McGoldrick, because obviously McGoldrick, scored 2 goals for Sheffield United. Our next game is Leeds United, like I've said to you. That's on Sunday. That's going to be a big game for Manchester United. The old rivalry is back, and I said this won't be easy for us against Leeds, because Leeds have got a good manager in Marcelo Bielsa. They've also got good players. They've surprised a few teams this season. This is going to be the first meeting between Man United and Leeds in the Premier League since 2004. After Leeds, we're away to Everton in the Carabao Cup. And after that, we are away to Leicester, or we're at home to Leicester. But yeah, anyway, games are coming up thick and fast for Manchester United. We are now sitting 6th in the Premier League, so we are climbing up the table. Don't forget, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer recently said that he wants Manchester United to mount a title challenge over the Christmas period. And Solskjaer said a few times this season that Man United can win the Premier League. I don't see us winning the Premier League this season, but maybe we could win it next season or in the next couple of seasons. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, so we haven't won it now for around 8 years. I think there's a good chance we could finish in the top 4 this season, and there's a good chance that we can win a trophy. And if we can do this, then I think that would represent a very good season for Man United. Then that would give us something to build on. This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's second full season as Manchester United manager. And, it's nearly now his 2-year anniversary at the football club. We appointed Solskjaer in December 2018, and he's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. And he's managed over 100 games as Manchester United manager in all competitions. He's got a contract with the football club until 2022. Now, Ole will still be Man United manager in the new year. There's a chance he will still be Man United manager at the end of this season. Now, it all depends on how things go, doesn't it? If this good vein of form continues, then he will stay at Manchester United. I'll stick to what I said. I still don't think he is the long-term manager for Man United, but I hope I'm proven wrong, because at the end of the day, I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a lot. He was a great player for the football club for 11 years, flourished under Ferguson's guidance, but like I've said, as a manager, my perceptions are totally comparison to how he was as a player. Yeah, Solskjaer's learned quite a bit, at Man United, reflecting how long he's been here now as manager. But he hasn't got a proven pedigree, because obviously before he came to us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club, and he was very, very bad at Cardiff. He endured a very, very short tenure with Cardiff. He got sacked from Cardiff because he ended up getting Cardiff relegated, didn't he? And his decision making's concerned me a lot in a lot of the games he's managed, because he has made mistakes. And I have said so many times before, he is way out of his depth at the football club. But, to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's credit, in some games, he shows a lot of tactical flexibility. You can say he more or less got it right yesterday against Sheffield. It has been a lot of the big games, though, where he has showed a lot of tactical flexibility. And, Ollie's made good signings since he got appointed in as Man United manager. Like I've said, he's spent over £200 million at the club. He has got rid of quite a bit of the deadwood since he came in as well. And we've enjoyed good periods under him, and I think we are enjoying a pretty good period at the moment. And Ollie did well last season, his first full season at the club. Got us qualification for the Champions League, got us to 3 semi-finals, and he got us 3rd place. But for me, there's still problems at the football club. Obviously, the board's been one of the biggest problems at the football club for several years, reflecting how poor our recruitment policy's been, and we've also overpaid for players, and the board haven't backed any of the managers enough that we've had since Ferguson left. I think our defence is still a problem, because we are leaking goals and we are making mistakes. Obviously, Solskjaer is, I think, still one of the problems at the football club as well. It is good that we are making plans for next year. As you all know, Ole has already revealed his transfer plans. He's looking to strengthen up in 4 positions. We're looking to get a centre-half in, a right winger, a defensive midfielder, and a right back. We're looking to make 4 new signings in the summer. I don't think we're expecting a busy January transfer window. I think in January we are focusing more on the outgoings than the incomings. There's definitely still deadwood in the squad that we need to get rid of next year. Obviously, there has been a lot of rumours of Mauricio Pochettino coming in to replace Solskjaer. He has actually been the favourite to take over. Obviously, a couple of times Massimiliano Allegri's been on our agenda. A couple of times Julian Nagelsmann's been on our agenda. Reports from Germany said the other week that we could make a move for Thomas Tuchel if we sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the next few weeks. But we're not really known as a sacking football club, despite the fact we've sacked 3 managers since Ferguson left and that. But yeah. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.